Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's about 7:40 a.m. here on the East Coast. Prices of BTC currently at 11,775. And today's analysis is going to be a quick one, just to get the point across of exactly what I'm seeing. So first, let's go to the 1 hour chart. We see prices are ticking up really nicely. Looks like we became a little bit too ambitious overnight. Shot up to about 12,350 and then got rejected pretty hard. But remember, the rejection right here in context to what's happening in this big gold box is, in my opinion, very normal. Okay, so if we look back on this 1 hour, what I see is this little parallel channel that's being created like this. Usually you want to see alternating touches in the parallel channel, but you can see prices broke out of the parallel channel, but now they just basically came back into that same range. Okay, so I expect to see prices to sort of consolidate here again and then keep on pushing up. Typically this really happens because what one example is, what you could say is most bots and professionals will probably start going long once this area starts breaking up above. All right, it's just really a trigger, right? Because everyone's really watching the same thing, right? You could see the descending trend line right here. Okay, so that's one touch right there, two touches, and this is a third touch that was coming up. And people thought that we were consolidating here, and once we start breaking up through it, it's going to be easy breezy, go all the way to 12,000, 13,000, 14,000. But really what you didn't know is that there's a lot of sellers waiting in this area. All right, and these sellers are basically going to trap a lot of people. They're going to allow people to buy up this false breakout, this swing failure pattern, and then dump on them, and then probably rebuy back right around this area with basically $1,000 cheaper, 5-10% cheaper, and then drive this thing up. All right, so this is where it takes patience to know and understand where there's false breakouts and when there's a real breakout. All right, one good thing about this breakout was something that we got to see is the amount of volume. Okay, let me turn off this. The amount of volume that came into this candle right here is much higher than what we've seen over the past maybe 15-20 days. Okay, so this is, as you can see, if you look across over the crosshairs right there, you can see nothing right in the middle right there, right? The highest volume that we experienced was on 18th July on this candle right here. Other than that, over the last 15 or 18 days, we have not experienced this size of volume. So this is a very positive, identity for this candle, which is high volume coming into it. Obviously, that was followed by a pretty high sell volume as well, but not high enough because it didn't just tank prices. All it really did was bring prices back to the same gold box that we were hoping would hold, which is in this region right here. As you can see, this gold box that you're seeing right now is the area that we need to hold. Okay, if prices dip past say 11,100 or 11,000, which was this previous swing high, right? This is not going to be a good sign. Then that would imply that we're in a bigger correction, and this was really just a relief rally that we're seeing right now. So let me explain that to you why, because then that would imply that this could be a 3, this could be a 4, this was your terrible breakout of a 5, and now we're going to have a bigger WXY double combo correction, which could be like this going back. This then becomes resistance, which is the Y, and then the X, and then the Y stretches maybe back to 8,500 or something. Okay, let me see if I can make this. I don't know why the wave is not coming in. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so there we go. WXY, that would be the proper count for it. I'm gonna make this black so you guys can see. There we go. I don't know what was going on. Anyway, so if this does become a false breakout and we start breaking past 11,000, 11,100, then this becomes a bigger WXY correction. okay? And I don't think you want that, honestly. Or it could honestly be something like this too, which is, you know, here, that's your W, X. Actually, no, it has to be at the end of this fifth. Okay, so at the end of this 5 right here, then it could be WXY or a bigger ABC. Okay, but like I said, I mean, all things look good, honestly. On the 4-hour, things look good. On the daily time frame, things look good. Let me see if I can pull up the daily right here real quick. Here's that daily chart, right? So we're basically breaking past every single, level that was previously resistance. I would say this area right here is analogous to maybe this right here. Brief period of consolidation and then probably a bigger push up. At least that's what I'm hoping, because we have already had, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green, tall candles in a row. It wouldn't be surprising to me if we just experienced this kind of, potential topping. But it's really hopefully going to be more of a consolidation versus, rejection. This would be a terrible way to end this candle, though. This is a big sort of indecision, not really a shooting star, but an upward facing, wick doji. So not a big fan if the candle closes like this. Hopefully it closes a bit higher, maybe into the 12,000s or something. Because this, at the very least, would signify a pause or potential reversal, which, again, hopefully keeps us above this gold box. Okay, you do not want to reach deeper into this gold box, because then, we're definitely in deeper trouble. That means that we could go down much deeper, all right, for a correction, which would be definitely breaking down past the 9,100 region. Now, if we start going back on the weekly, this is a pretty decent looking weekly candle. Even if we close a weekly right here at 11,750, but again, we have about 4.5 more days to go. If we close the weekly right here, that's a fantastic sign in my opinion. But remember that if we go back into this white box, or if we start going in deeper towards 9,600 or something, that's a terrible sign. Okay, I mean, that just means that, all right, looks like we're in it for the bigger, longer correction. But if we close up here, then our ceiling for our targets then become anywhere between 13,000 and 13,900, maybe even 16,000, which is this target right here, and then 19K or so. And then after that, I mean, open ceiling, price discovery all up here. Right? It could be anywhere from 25,000 to 40,000. I'm not going to say we're going to go all the way to like 50K or anything by the end of the year, but just to keep it reasonable, I think 25 to 35 or 40K. If we start breaking 20K in the next month or so, I would say 25 to 40K is reasonable by the end of the year. Okay. This is a website that I discovered. Really cool. It talks about the volatility. You can actually even watch trading volume on different exchanges, and you can do Orderbook right there, combined Orderbook. Let's see if it pulls up. It's actually really nice, very fascinating. All right, it's gonna take a second to pull up. I don't want to drag this on, but you could go check this out, data.bitcoinity.org. All right. Okay, so going back to the analysis, again, like I said, closing this daily candle like this, not the best sign. Basically, we're accepting resistance right at this trend line. This will be your false breakout right here. But hopefully, again, we still have about 12 hours to go on this candle, so hopefully not, right? Let's hope we close a bit higher. All right. LTC, I spoke about it yesterday. I'll talk about it again today. LTC broke out all the way to about 106. We sold at 103, and I just rebought in right around 94 and 95 just yesterday evening. All right. Hoping to ride up LTC again back towards, at the very least 106 again. maybe even, this region right here, 115 to 118, and then hopefully 140. Okay, if price actually gets up there. But for now, I'm mostly sticking to BTC. And again, if you're not part of the Cryptosomniac community, come join. All the magic happens right here. As you can see, very active community right here. We have people from all parts of the world, people from all different backgrounds, engineers, doctors, nurses, people who are retired, people from all ages, all walks of life. Okay, so come join Cryptosomniac Advantage program or buy the Technicals course and come hang out with us, right? For the most part, I'm going to keep today's analysis simple. Going forward, starting from next week, the only free videos I'll be doing will be Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then obviously every single day else is available to the Discord community. And I have many channels in here where I update folks on exactly what I'm doing. You can see right here multiple updates through the day. We like to keep our community members informed, and we have announcements section, exactly what I'm doing, our other analysts are doing, what positions we're in right here, what our short-term trades are, medium-term, long-term trades. You can even ask questions if you don't have TA knowledge, so we'll do the charting for you. We have Forex chat, stock market chat, all kinds of fun stuff, and then a big education channel with tons of information. All right. So with that being said, folks, that's it. Hopefully you come join Cryptosomniac Advantage, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Cheers.